Hello, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are in the world. I'm greeting each and every one of you. So today we have a very good topic, the role of choice. I'm trying to paint the topic, the role of choice. Okay, the role of choice. Thank you, Isa Diaspora. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Father. The role of choice. So I'm trying to pin the topic on Instagram so that my friends on Instagram can see the topic. So anyone joining me can see the topic for the day. Okay, the topic has been pinned. So thank you. So this live stream video is being streamed together with Instagram and on Facebook. Thank you guys for coming in. So today we shall be discussing about the role of choice. Choice is a very good topic I chose because I was inspired to choose this topic. Each and every one of us, in one way or the other, we surely make a choice, we surely make a decision in whatever affects us. That's a fact. For you to even come here this afternoon, this morning, this evening, I don't know where you are in the world. It might be morning, it can be afternoon, it can be evening. But currently, this is 2:05 p.m. Eastern Time in New York City. Some of you are in Nigeria, it's evening. Some of you are in England, it's evening. So for you to come in at this hour in time to listen to my Instagram live or my Facebook live, that means you've made a choice. And I appreciate that choice. And let me say this. I personally, if you give me money and you give me choice, and if you give me money, give me time, I'm going to take your time because time is priceless. A lot of people fail in life because they have misplaced priority. So for me, I value time very well, and time to me means everything. So that is why I'm happy to see some of my friends on Instagram and on Facebook joining me today. So today we shall be discussing about choice, and like I always say, this is streamed simultaneously on Facebook and on Instagram. And for you guys who know, every time we start this live conversation, I always begin with affirmation. Affirmation is something that we all need to know in life. It is something that is called universal truths. Okay, so the first affirmation we're going to have today is the only truth about destiny is that we all will make choice and we are going to live with the circumstances of those choices we make. The only truth about life is that we all will make choice and we're going to live with those decisions. Choice is very important in life. Before you woke up this morning, you made a decision of what you're going to do and what you will not do. Before you took your breakfast this morning, probably you had different varieties of what you will eat and what you will not eat. Okay? Before you wore your clothes this morning, you made a decision. So this is part of choice. So during the course of today's conversation, we shall be discussing about choice as it relates academics, family, relationship, business, and in life generally. We should also be discussing about the advantages of choice, okay, and then the failures that comes out of it and how we can overcome those challenges. So that is what this video is going to be about today. And when we are done with this topic of today, I always want you guys to ask me any questions you may have on Facebook, on Instagram. Ask me any questions you may have, and then I'll be glad to really do justice to those questions because I believe they are very, very important. So let's begin. In every single thing you do in this life, you're going to make a choice. And then we are bound to live with those choices we have in life. We are bound by those choices. In every single thing you do in life, you are bound to make a decision. You are choosing a direction. Your life is a product of a choice. You are living based on what you've done. For those of you who are now, probably you are working as a professional, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a stop in the right direction. You made a choice that you want to go to school, learn, and then at the same time see how you can develop yourself. You made a choice that probably you want to leave your vicinity, travel to a different world to see what is obtainable out there. That is a choice. There was a reason why you were inspired to read a major. There was a reason why you were inspired to travel to the country. There was a reason why you were inspired to marry a particular human being. That is choice in that direction. And we are bound to live with those choices we make in life. I've always told most of my friends is that one thing is certain, you will surely make a choice or a decision, whether it is good or bad. And if you make the wrong choice, you are bound to live with it. However, that does not make you a failure because you can turn your failures into your friend when you learn from those mistakes. Because you can unleash your potentials with those failures you've made. People think failure is all about when you fall down and that's it. No. If you are able to learn from those mistakes you've done, then you can grow. That is how choice works. That is the relativity of decision making. So today's conversation is very, very interesting and very, very technical. But for you to really be on the same page with me, you will have to understand the contextual way or manner or message I'm trying to give out today. So choice is something that we all need to pay a close attention to. So like I said in life, that the only thing that is permanent in life that we all will make choice. Growing up as kids, our parents normally make decisions for us. They will tell us what to do and what not to do. But when we become of age, then we decide to make that choice. In law, if I may borrow the term of lawyers, we have a saying, sui juris, which means someone who is of full age and capacity. Before you get married, so they want to know if you are matured enough to get married. Okay, so they want to know before you get into a contract or a business, the law wants to know if you have that full capacity to get into it. So when you now become of age, then you will now decide that, you know what, I can now make this choice for myself. I can now make this decision for myself. Sometimes we don't know it all. Thank you, Vince Chime, for coming in. Thank you, Uzo, for coming in. Thank you, Fidelis Bonaventure, for coming in. Thank you, Africa, for coming in. I thank you guys. So, growing up, our parents normally make choice for us. And I'm going to give a typical example of what I'm trying to say. I have a newborn baby. So, me and my wife, we normally decide what the baby is going to take, any food, any clothes. We decide because the baby is helpless technically. But when the baby becomes of age, the baby decides to decide what he or she will do. Likewise, each and every one of us, when you become of age, you will decide to move in a particular way in life. So the same thing is applicable for those who are into business. As rational minds, every year you need to take inventory or a stock of whatever you've done. This inventory comes in different variations. It could be the business. You evaluate what you've done. You evaluate your decisions. You evaluate your choice you made. These are the things that will make you to know if you made the right choice or the wrong choice. So once you have been able to evaluate all the whole things that happen to you in the course of 1 year, you will not decide if you are going forward or backward. That is choice in its own dimension. Let's say you have a friend or you have a couple of friends. Every year or every 6 months, it's imperatively important that you evaluate your friendship, you evaluate your zone, and see if you're moving forward or backward. So that is how choice works. Choice is priceless. A lot of people don't know that once you make the right choice in life, you are bound to succeed. And once you make the wrong choice, you are bound to fail. But once you made that wrong choice, that doesn't mean that you're a failure because you could turn your person to your friend. I could see my friends on Facebook right here, okay, and say, you guys, thank you for your coming in. Thank you for your questions. I really appreciate you. Okay, so let's proceed. Choice have a way of influencing our decision in life. Choice influences so many things in life. The only thing that is permanent in this life is change. That's one of the things that's permanent. Change is permanent. As people may say, two things that is constant, you all die and you pay taxes. But I'm going to say the number three part of it is that you are bound to make a choice. You are bound to make a decision. But in making a decision, I want to guide you on one affirmation that can help you universally. And we will go into the meat of that. That universal affirmation is the peace of mind. Before you make any strong decision in life, you have to listen to different people, advisors, friends, mentors, colleagues, family members. You can name it all. But when you listen to each and every one of them, one thing that can really help you, that can really make that difference for you is your mind, your conscience. What does your mind say to you? What do you feel? Are you at peace in your mind? That is something that is priceless. And I'm saying it with all sense of sincerity without sounding immodest. This is something that I have lived with and I have practiced it over and over again. Your conscience can never deceive you. Your mind, sometimes it could play some different games, but you see your peace of mind, that area of life is priceless. Whenever your mind is not at peace in anything, please don't go into it. It doesn't matter what school you are attending. It doesn't matter what major you are studying in school. It doesn't matter who you want to get married to. It doesn't matter your family background. It doesn't matter your work. Once your mind is not at peace, then it's high time you evaluate whatever you are doing in life. Let me give you a quote by John Maxwell, which I kind of wrote down somewhere. He says, "Life is a matter of choice, and every choice you make makes you. Before you wear your clothes, before you marry, before you go out, you make a choice." So that's why John Maxwell says life is a matter of choice, and whatever you do, you have to make a choice. You are a product of your choice. Your choices make you, your choices define you. There's a saying that if you want to know a man, okay, you try to look at what he spends his time on. People say three things must kill a man, different things. It could be that a man likes to drink, he likes to smoke, he likes to flirt around with women, he likes to invest in education. It all depends. But if you really want to know somebody, look at what he or she decides to spend his or her life on. Look at what he or she concentrates his time on. Those are the things that can help you to really observe and know what that human being is all about. And in doing this, you are looking at who that person is, and that is choice in its own dimension. So it should be noted that choices just happen. Okay, we make those choices. Okay, good luck don't come to you. You make those good luck happen. It's just like preparation. You must prepare your mind before things happen. When things happen, they happen for a reason, because smoke does not happen on its own accord. There's no smoke without fire. There is something that stimulates smoke to come out before the fire comes out. That is how choice really operates. There is this great man I call Reno Omokri. He's a pastor. A couple of weeks ago, I was listening to one of his speeches, and there's a word that he said that struck me. And permit me to read that word to you. He said, "People don't succeed because they are destined for success. People succeed because they are determined to succeed." Let me repeat again. People don't succeed because they are determined for success. People, people succeed because they are determined to succeed. Your destiny depends on your decision. Your luck depends on your work, and your prosperity depends on you. So basically, he is saying that your poverty is your choice. Your success is a choice. So if you look at that saying, that tells you that you are the one, you are in charge of whatever you do in life. Your success and your failure is up to you. It's not up to any human being. You have to decide to train yourself. You have to decide to empower yourself. And in doing that, you must make the right decision. And let me say the first step in making the right decision is having good friends. Good friends is priceless. It's like having a family. If you have a good family or a good support system, you are good to go. People will talk about if you see 9 millionaires and you join them, you are the next millionaire. Okay, and that's true, because if you meet people who are success oriented, your friends are successful, your family is successful, then you are bound to really work in that same direction. So it is very, very important in life that you know the people you move with, because if you have right people within you, trust me, you will make good choice, because they will share with you their own experience, they will share with you their own knowledge, they will share with you their own understanding, especially when it involves business or any line of life, any line of business you want to go into. If you're going into marriage, if you're going into academics, if you're going into business, in anything you are doing in life, if you have the right people beside you, your right friends beside you, trust me, you will hardly fail. You will hardly make a mistake, because they wouldn't want you to go into that route they went into. They will want to share with you those insights that can really help you to succeed. That is why I said the first step in making the right choice is to have good friends. Your good friends will help you. Then there's another good step again of making that right choice. I spoke about it earlier on. I says is your mind, your conscience. Okay, when I'm talking about conscience, I'm talking about your peace of mind. What do you feel? What do you feel internally? Once your mind is troubled, it's time for you to evaluate or to look into it. What is it that I'm doing that I'm not doing right? Something is not sounding nice. So having a peace of mind will help you. For those of you who are spiritually minded, you can go into your creator. For me, I'm a Christian and I believe in God. So the book of life told me in James 1 verse 5 that if you lack wisdom, you ask God for wisdom. So if you have wisdom and understanding, you are bound to make the right choice in life. People evaluate academics and wisdom in different ways. People think, oh, because I have master's degree, I am a professor, I have a PhD, I'm academically smart, or I can't make any mistake. That's fallacy right there. Academics on its own is good, but there is more to academics. There is more to life. So what I will strongly recommend is you ask for wisdom. Wisdom is priceless. If you seek for wisdom and understanding, you will make a difference in life. That is why you see people who went to Harvard Law School, see people who went to London Business School, or Lagos Business School, or Harvard Business School. Yes, they are academically smart. But then contrast that with people who never went to these business schools. They have their own business. They have their own things working out for them because one is being academically smart and then the other one is being street smart. So you must know how to really cultivate these things because it's going to really help you in life. So being academically smart will go a longer way for you, but then being street smart will help you. That is why I say wisdom that supersedes all knowledge and understanding is something that we all should always have at the back of our mind because wisdom is priceless. Once you have wisdom and understanding, trust me, you will have a good time in life. You will find you will hardly make a mistake. So let's recap what I said earlier on. I said have a peace of mind by having to follow your conscience, have good friends, and then probably you seek for your creator to give you wisdom and the understanding. In doing this, you are on the path of succeeding in life. So let us not take choice like something like just literally. No, there are many things in life. Before you make any strong decision, it's always good for you to consider different alternatives. Consider different options. Just don't walk in one single line. Okay, no, this is what it is. I heard this. A professor have said it. No, 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 no. You have to look at all variations and see what is really obtainable. And then you will not decide. Because once you have different options, you will have a good choice and a good background to really succeed. So I'll be taking some few questions, but if you have a question, please feel free to write it out. If you're on Facebook, on Instagram, hopefully I'll be able to see it and I'll be able to respond to you. So I want to make another affirmation to you. The height of great men were not attained by hard work. Rather, they were attained by careful and articulative plan. People evaluate success to mean, oh, I have money, I have arrived. No, success is relative. You see, one good thing about all these great men that we see and we celebrate is that they did not attain success just by mere fluke or by luck. No, they carefully selected their plans and then they decided on what they want to do. They were persistent, they were articulate, and then they have what it takes to pursue their dreams and purpose to break into a fruitful action. Okay, so hard work is a work in progress. Thank you, Lauren Wagweze. Hard work brings a reward. Thank you, that is great. So hard work is priceless. Okay, so great men take a time because they say that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a stop in the right direction. You have a future, you have a vision. How do you bring your vision into reality? First of all, you will start by careful plan. What do you feel internally? What makes you happy? These are the things that can help you, that can inform you to make the right choice. And once you make that right choice, trust me, the universe has a way of meeting you halfway. Once you have had that desire to succeed, the universe has a way of coming to meet with you and help you to really achieve whatever you want to do. Okay, so let's proceed. I can see my friends on Facebook really commenting and really asking questions. I'm gonna get back to you guys in a few. So I have a great quote by Jim Collins. Permit me to just read that quote for you. As he said, "Greatness is not a function of circumstance. Greatness turns out largely because of the conscious choice and discipline we make." So he said, greatness is not all about circumstances. It's all about a conscious effort to make a meaning out of life. So just don't think that things will happen ordinarily. No, you have to do the work. You have to go out and do what you have to do. And in doing that, you are having that right choice at the back of your mind. So let us proceed towards some of the areas that we're going to be discussing today. One is on education. Education is very, very important in our life. For you to know what a human being is, you have to know the area of life they have interest in, the areas of life they have passion in. So, for example, if you want to know somebody, look about the major he or she has done. Okay, he's studying law, medicine, business, agriculture. You have to know the area of life. So, for you to know somebody, the first step you have to do is know the area of life they have in mind. And once you know the area of life they have in mind, you now kind of have an evaluation of what they really want to do. So, in choosing a choice of major, you have to pay attention to what are your interests, what are your values, what are your vision, what are the things you want to change into the life, what are the things that makes you happy. So you must make sure that your talents, your gifts, your time, and everything about you must be in synchronization with who you are. Because choice is something that can really help you. If you are studying a major in school you don't like, it will be hard for you to succeed. If you are working in an environment you don't really like, it will be hard for you to really succeed. Trust me. So in choosing a major in your school, make sure that you are working with your talents, your gifts, or whatever thing your body system really likes. That will determine how far you're going to go in life, because once you're good, you're good. Okay, so just know that you have it all together. Okay, so let's go further again. Now let's talk about those who are into career minded. Career is something that we all have to have at the back of our mind. Okay, a career or a profession. Let me start from the angle of a profession. A profession can be likened to a calling. Let me say those who work in the temple of God, the ministers of God, they have these careers in mind, or a profession in mind that they want to really succeed. So that's like a calling in mind, or occupation. Okay, but occupation itself is a little bit further, because it's a specialized training. Okay, a specialized training or a skill people get in life. So now we are talking about career, mind you, and we're talking about how our choice can influence our career. So if you want to choose any particular position in life, you must make sure that you know what kind of job you're looking for. A paid employment is what you are paid for to do. They pay you every month, every week, as the case may be. So you have to know the difference between a profession, a paid job, and an occupation, because they are all similar, but they all have different things in their mind. So your career path has to be aligned with your choice you want to be in life, with the right choice you want to, whatever choice you want to really want the world to know you for. So for example, if you have an interest in law, you decide that's want to be your profession, you must make sure that your choice must align with that, and then you will not call that path your career path. But one thing is different between a career path, a profession, and occupation. Once you have an occupation, it's like a skilled training, like I said. But once you have a paid job or you're employed, that might not be your career path. That might be a step in which you can use to attain other opportunities in life. So it is always important that your interest and your passion and your values must align with those right choices you want to make. So everybody have different advocates of what they want to do in life. Okay, some people are advocates of good governance. Some people are advocates of of human welfare. Some people are advocate of are children ambassadors. So there are different visions people want in life. Some people are advocates of eradication of hunger and poverty. So you must decide the area of life you are going into. That is why it's good to have a passion of our mind at the back of our hearts, because passion really helps you very, very well. Okay, so let's talk about relationship. This part is very, very important in life because each and every one of us is a social animal. We all socialize in one way or the other. Okay, so relationship plays a very big role in your life. It plays a very big role in our life. Okay, as a man, as a woman, as a boy, as a girl, as a parent, we all relate with each other. And in deciding on who you're gonna stay with at the end of your life, you have to know what you really want. Okay, you just don't follow Mr. A or Mr. B because Mr. A is handsome, Mr. B, Miss B is beautiful. No, you must look into the thin line of what you really want in them or what you see in them. So before you decide to make any move in life or any direction, you must decide to look at the values somebody stands for. Because before you decide to settle down with anybody, even as a friend, you know, there are things you look up to. You just don't meet anybody and say, "Oh, I like this person. Let me just hang out with him or hang out with her." No, if you do that, you are likely going to hit a rock if care is not taken. Why do I say so? I'm saying so because in this life which we live currently today, if people don't believe in you and if people don't trust you, it will be hard for people to work with you. It will be hard for people to work with you. So if you decide to meet with somebody and say, I want this man, I want this woman to be my friend, you don't know what that person stands for. You don't know the beliefs, the values, or the vision of that person. It might be hard for you to really go along with the person because at the end of the day, you might be screwed up. Okay, so you must make sure that your purpose must align with your vision. And once you've decided that this person is somebody I like, you look at how persistent they are. Do they have what it takes for you to move along with them? So these are some of the things that we can use to determine some of the choices to make in life. Like I said, you have to be sure that your purpose aligns with your vision and your vision must align with your purpose. These are the things that can help you to determine the right choice in life. Evaluate your mind, evaluate your decision, and evaluate everything that concerns you. Because guess what? Once you make a mistake, you make a mistake. I'm a student of the Bible, and my Bible tells me that your joy is your joy, your sorrow is your sorrow. No one can share it with you. Okay, so if you make a mistake, that mistake is you are bound to live with it. But if you decide to make the right one, good for you. So there was one thing that any friendship you go into, you have it all together. No, you must truly know what you are going in for. Thank you, Chima. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Just EK, for joining. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your feedback. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so we're talking about choice and decision making. It's very, very important that we all make that decision that can change our life, because once you make that wrong decision, it's going to really affect you. And once it affects you, you might have some challenges. So I'll be running up in a few minutes, and I would like to summarize what I've said earlier on, and I will want to take one or two questions from anybody. So my friends on Facebook, if you have any questions, you can feel free to really write it down. And those on Instagram, you can feel free to put your comment out there. So let me give you a recap of all we've done. I started by giving one affirmation. I said the only truths about destiny is that we all are bound to make choice and live with the circumstances of those choices we've made. That's the only truth about life. We are bound to make choice. I don't care what you think, what you think about it. You are bound to make choice. For you to come here today, you made a good choice. And I said again, growing up as kids, our parents made strong decisions for us, right? But when we became of age, we decide to make choice for ourselves. We decide to make those decisions. Okay. And again, I made another point. I says, for those who are in business, rational minds, they do evaluate their stock at the end of the year. Okay, so they evaluate their stock to know if they made the right choice or not, if they had the right judgment or not. Once they make the wrong judgment, they try to go back to drawing board and see how they can really improve. But once they make the right choice by doing their research, asking friends, they are bound to really succeed. So I said again, that choice plays a fundamental role in influencing the outcome of our decision in life. All we do in life is influenced by choice. Okay, so I said the first step or the first direction in making the right choice is by hanging out with good friends, hanging out with good people. That is the first step in making the right choice in life. Once you have good friends, good family, good network, good support system, you are bound to succeed technically because they will help you. I remember saying that if you have 9 friends who are millionaire, you're likely to be the next millionaire because once you join their cycle of friends, they will really help you to really succeed in life. Okay, so I will give a few more examples again of what I mean by making the wrong choice. Once you make the wrong choice, that is not the end of life. You can still really succeed in life because choice is very, very important in life. So it's good to make the right choice. I ended up talking about a great man I respect so much, someone like called a pastor called Pastor Reno in Mockery. There's a quote he has. He says, people don't succeed because they are destined to succeed. People succeed because they are determined to succeed. Your destiny depends on your decision. Your luck depends on your work. Your prosperity or success depends on your choice. So it's up to you to succeed. It's not up to man. It's just up to you to succeed. Okay. So never allow your emotions, your sentiments to weigh you. Okay. If you have emotions and sentiments, they are good, but always listen to your heart. Your heart will hardly deceive you. Your heart can never lead you astray. Okay, so finally I was talking about always have options, always have alternatives in life. In whatever you do in life, always have options, always have alternative because they can help you. The height great men really succeeded in life was not as a result of luck or probably have opportunity. No, they were conscious efforts that they put into consideration. They took their time to discipline themselves, and at the end of the day, they were able to really succeed. So I'm going to be taking one more analysis for my friends on Facebook. Then I will now look at those who are on Instagram. Okay, choice is very important in life. Thank you, Just Iku, for that. I strongly agree with you. So I spoke about education. The major in which you go into has a role to play. To determine your interest in life. Okay, I spoke about your career angle. The career in which you choose has a role to play. And then finally, I spoke about your relationship. Every human being has a need to be cared for. Every human being has the need to be loved, admired, appreciated, and given attention. Okay, but then not because you want attention or you want someone to love you makes you to act so funny. Okay, so it's always important for you to know what you really want in life because once you have it together, you are bound to succeed. So I'm going to ask you guys one question today before I leave, and that question is, what is one important decision you are likely to make that will improve your life? I'm going to repeat, what is that one important decision that you're going to make that will determine your lot in life? So I want you guys to take your time and listen to that question I ask you. Ponder it every day. I don't know when you meditate, but look into it and decide that I have resolved and determined to make the right choice. And by so doing, trust me, you will be able to succeed. So I'm going to leave the floor open for questions, okay, and then I'll be glad to answer any question you may have. Okay. So if anybody has any question, I'll be glad to take it before we call it a day. This has been an interesting segment, and I believe each and every one of us really um, gain a lot from it. So in the absence of any other question, I think I will have to call it a day, and I believe I will see you guys next week. Thank you, Obano Muna, for joining. Quite unfortunately, you came late, but today has been a very productive day for us. So I thank you, friends, for coming in today. Next week, we're going to be having another session. I don't know what topic it's going to be, but feel free to inbox me if you have any question or if you have any topic of interest. and I will do my best to really appreciate you by doing justice to it if I can. Otherwise, I will refer you to someone else if I have anybody in mind. So that being said, I will upload this video on Instagram and on Facebook. You can always go to my YouTube channel to watch. Invite friends who you think might need this counsel. Let us share together because knowledge is of no value if it's not shared. So this is from me from New York City. I'm saying hi and happy blissful Sunday to you wherever you are. So I'm gonna see you guys next week. Thank you. Have a blissful evening. Bye.